Okay.
The Better Breathing program is a program for people with chronic lung conditions, and it's an 8-week program where they come into the Otara Leisure Centre twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays, and they do an hour of exercise and half an hour of education.
With the exercise, you seem to build up your prolong it more. That's good.
My doctor bring me here because I had a short break, cough.
It's about increasing their independence, making them more active, making them able to achieve their day-to-day tasks, and teaching them about how they can stay well in between their visits to us and their visits to the doctor.
The advantages for the patients are that it's right here, close to home. Their GPs and practice nurses are close by, and they've been popping in and seeing the classes, seeing what we're doing here with the people.
The Better Breathing collaborative group have got up and running one of their interventions, which was to set up this community rehab facility, and so they're using in the Otara Community Centre there, and they've actually got patients coming to that facility rather than have to come into the hospital, as might previously been the case, and have started to come for rehab sessions.
When a patient's referred, they first come for an assessment, and the assessment takes about an hour and a half, and they're seen by a respiratory nurse and a physiotherapist. During that assessment, we look at their medications and if they're taking the correct medications and taking those correctly. We look at all aspects of what they're able to cope with at home, what sort of supports they might need. We do what's called a 6-minute walk test, and that allows us to get a baseline of their fitness level and prescribe exercise appropriately. We're also doing some quality of life measures so that we can actually see if our program is making a difference. We'll also look at their comorbidities and any joint or other musculoskeletal problems that are going to impact on their ability to exercise. They then come in and they do an hour of exercise. We have a big focus on endurance exercise. They'll do a lot of walking, a lot of cycling. They'll also do some strengthening exercises, so some weights, some strengthening exercises for their lower limbs, and some endurance activities for their arms.
Maybe his asthma won't go away, but he's much happier now. The last winter, I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll go to Middlemore Hospital more times. But no, he still wants to get up and walk around while I stay in bed.
I think one of our biggest success stories has been the inclusion of the community support workers in our program.
Because Otara Health is quite well established in the community, we have a good relationship with the participants. We break through some of the barriers that Better Breathing have, might be through language or commonality of culture. We transport the clients here. It's not just about the transport for us, and as the weeks go by, because it's an 8-week program, we would hope that our involvement would encourage them to keep attending, to be consistent. Eventually, we've encouraged some of our participants to walk, because they're quite local.
Some of the people are walking a lot better, and we're checking on their oxygen saturation and adjusting whether they're requiring oxygen while they're exercising or not. Some people are able to talk as they're walking around now, which they weren't doing. I think in themselves are feeling different. They are more relaxed with each other, and so they'll ask questions at the education session that follows this.
We do plan to expand. We would like to have rolling programs in many different communities, and some of our next projects we're looking at moving to Pukekohe, and after Pukekohe hopefully Howick, and there is talk about expansion into other areas as well.
I think the main thing for us is building confidence with our participants so that they'll come along and feel their own confidence here at the program.
Give me more energy. That's what it's doing. Because when you run out of energy, you do run out of that, and you start breathing happy, and you give up.
I'm very, very happy to exercise. Good for my body, make me very strong. Go exercise, because I know it helps my dad. And it helps me too a lot when I hear the talking. Help me to prepare for the future. I want to keep going.